Alright, you guys, so what we're going to be doing in this video is breaking down a lot of the information that was just given to us by Rockstar. They just released information confirming the name of the brand new DLC. So the first thing that I want to go ahead and talk about here is what's going on in this picture, because this picture has a lot going on. You guys ever hear that expression, a picture can hold 1,000 words? Well, this one has a lot to it, okay? So we got some sort of airplane over here. I don't necessarily think that that's new. I think that's just the biplane in the thing there. This is going to be new right here. Okay, and I'm not really sure about this truck over here or any of these bikes. There's rabbits on the ground. I don't really know why there's rabbits. Probably the fact that one of these trucks, I don't know which one exactly, but is going to be, it's already been confirmed down here. We'll be reading the information here as we're talking about this, is going to be in operational, like moving. So I think that we actually get like a lab itself, like a physical lab, and then we're going to get like some sort of moving chemistry lab set to where we're going to be making tons of hallucinogenics, okay? So we got this hippie guy right here, and I think this is that one guy, isn't it? Like the guy that collects the UFOs or something like that. I'm not sure. It really looks like him. And then we've got a couple new characters over here. Female character. She looks pretty hot. And then another one over here looks like a wrestler of some sort. Don't really know. And then this right here is going to be Dax. So this is going to be the Juggalo guy, and they kind of got some rip-off Hatchet Man on the side right here, if you guys can notice that or not. And then here's Ron, and they say that this is going to be a first part of a two-part series. So, and I'm wondering if it's going to be kind of like the Lamar and the Franklin update that just came into the game, well, a while back there, to where we were actually able to smoke a whole bunch of weed there and then go on these short trips or something like that. And then if we're going to be going with Ron, who else like is really gonna fit the bill here? Because in my mind it only has to be Trevor. So they're gonna release Ron for the first part, and then what are they gonna do, release Trevor for the second? Because if we don't get Trevor with this like DLC, being in Sandy Shores and dealing with drugs and dealing with Ron, then I'm gonna be pretty upset for that fact of the matter right there. So you guys, we are getting a bunch of different, like, you know, vehicles. I would say brand new vehicles. We're gonna be getting a brand new business, and then from there it looks like one of the vehicles also is going to be a mobile business of some sort, so that'll be very interesting too. So there's a lot of what's going on here in the picture that has been covered. I don't know exactly what is new because I can't really get a good look at these bikes and stuff, and there's potentially some stuff in the background. I'm not really sure what that is, and then for some reason there's like a train over here in the corner. So anyways, from there, guys, let's go ahead and talk about this one more time here as I'm going to read all this information to you. So it says, starting December 13th, Los Santos Drug Wars injects a new psychedelic strain of Starting December 13th, Los Santos Drug Wars injects a new Starting December 13th, Los Santos Drug Wars injects a new psychoactive strain of chaos into Grand Theft Auto Online on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and PC. So right there, that just is telling us that every single console is going to be getting this DLC for absolutely free. If you guys can think that Grand Theft Auto's always given us free DLCs, and there's a lot of other gaming companies out there, when they release DLCs, let's just say like Destiny or something like that, they make you pay for the DLCs. So we're actually quite fortunate over here that we do get all of this free content coming into the game ever so often. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and talk about this next paragraph right here. So as soon as the DLC comes into the game, it's telling us right here, it says, head straight to Blaine County, which is going to be like Sandy Shores out there, that whole desert area. That's Blaine County. If you guys didn't know what Blaine County is, we have like Los Santos and we have Blaine County. Los Santos, of course, is like the city area, and then you can just basically just chop the map in half, and everything up on the top side is going to be Blaine County, okay? That's even like Paleto Bay and stuff like that. So it says right here, we are going to be getting introduced to a new band of misfits and a new bunch of missions to go ahead and put their names like on the map. So these new people that we're going to be getting introduced to, which by the way, it says right up here, Ron is coming back into the game, and I really want to know if Trevor is going to be along with Ron, because I don't really see, unless it's going to be Wade and Ron, and or, you know, Trevor and Ron or something like that. That's the only thing that I could see partnered up with Ron, you know, just how it was like back in the day. Like, who's going to be the best partnered up with Franklin? It's going to be Lamar. Lamar and Franklin is what it's going to be right there. So you guys, it says right here that we're going to have to fight off unlikely coalition of wealthy hippies and trigger happy bikers while cooking up potent hallucinogenics. So it looks like this time around, you guys, we have, you know, the regular drugs in the game, which is like cocaine, I think meth, weed, and then there's pills and stuff like that. But beyond that, we don't really have heroin yet in the game, which I'm wondering if they were going to save that for later on for like a biker business, like to add on to the biker DLC or something like that, for, you know, to give us heroin, because there's no heroin technically in the game. But it looks like this time around we are getting hallucinogenics here. And it says there's going to be a rolling chemistry set. Okay, so what does that mean? That means that one of those vehicles up top here is going to be like an active potential psychedelic making operational machine. Okay, so that's what we do know too at this point, is we are getting an array of different vehicles, and definitely that's going to be one of them. It's going to be very interesting too, is to where are we going to be setting up these acid labs at, because potentially what I'm thinking is it's going to be anywhere in a location, separate locations, that you'll probably have to buy one of these businesses and then, you know, go out to Blaine County, of course, and then start up the first part of the story. So they say they're going to implicate the first part of the story first, and then they're going to be implicating the second part of the story, of course, second. God knows how long that's going to be, because all of this stuff is drip feed. We rarely would ever get a full DLC, of course, these days. They're going to supply about 25 or 30% of a DLC, and then the rest from that is just drip feed. So we know a bunch of stuff here that's going on for the two-part update of GTA Online, which is going to be pretty awesome. And then it says here, caution, Los Santos drug contains a range of wild side effects. Okay, so I don't know what that wild side effects is, but up here, if you guys did notice, there's rabbits. So I don't really know if we're gonna be like being able to trip out. Does that mean that like peyotes are going to be coming back into the game, or they're just going to stay in the game or something like that? That'd be quite interesting. But, you know, for the peyote plants, that's always been an exclusive Halloween thing that they bring in for about a week in the game, where you get to eat a peyote plant and then turn it into an animal, and then of course earn that $5,000. Okay, so it says right here, including a new business enterprise to operate. So we're going to be getting a brand new business that I'm sure that we're going to have to like go ahead and collect stock on, or build up some sort of inventory, and then be doing some sell missions. And it says right here, new vehicles and missions. So we're going to have new vehicles and missions. And they said that some of those missions most definitely are going to be solo. So if you guys are like one of those players out there and you don't have a lot of friends to play games with, then, you know, it's going to be right up your alley to be able to do things completely solo in the game, which is pretty nice. You know, like running Cape Rico completely solo. That was nice. Okay, and it also says experimental upgrades. I don't know what the experimental upgrades necessarily entitles, but I can just imagine that part of the experimental upgrades has to deal with this brigade right here, which I can imagine is probably going to end up being the meth lab or this truck over here. I don't really know, though this could just be like a cell vehicle or something like that, I can imagine. All right, so moving back down here, okay, so it says, of course, new vehicles, new missions, and experimental upgrades, and this is just the first dose, okay? So it says, be prepared for lots more exciting events, including some jolly holiday hijinks. I don't really know what that entitles, and then significant story and gameplay updates, and much more to come. So from there, you guys, we know that we are going to be getting a massive 2-part DLC. Tons of brand new characters are coming into the game, and new businesses, new, I would say, characters like that. And then here's Dax once again, and then here's probably the guy that we're going to be dealing with that's going to be cooking us up some LSD, or God knows what's going to be actually happening here. And then once again, I will be live streaming all of this content as soon as it comes into the game on December 13th here on my second channel, which we have the link down there there in the descriptions below. If you guys are not subscribed to that second channel, definitely go on over there to GRAVESIGHT. So that's just GRAVESIGHT. So you guys, from this point here, I'm just going to let you know, I'm a bit excited for this DLC. It's always good to see new content coming into the game. And then also with the videos that I've already posted, they're going to be making a ton of different fixes and updates into the game, making the gameplay itself a lot better in general, as I'm sure a lot of these things are going to be implemented into GTA 6, because I've always felt like GTA 5 is a test ground for what's going to be coming in the future for like GTA 6, like what DLCs pop off, which ones don't, what's good content, what's not for the company, what makes them money, and you know, what bombs. So anyways, from there, you guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button down below on the way out, subscribe for more content, and thank you for watching. Let me know what you guys think about this content coming into the game December 13th. But from there, my name is GRAVESIGHT, and I'm out of here, so peace.